Okay, let's play some damn chess. Slut from China. Oh, look at all these damn messages. She's cute. Unfortunately, I've been banned from communicating on this chess site. I cannot send friend requests. I cannot reply to anybody speaking. See? You see? I'm currently unable to message message on this account. You see, that fucking pisses me off. So, bitch. Wish pit Beth. Wish pit Beth. Wish pit Beth. Wish pit. Wish pit Beth. Come here, you slut. Wish pit. Wish pit. Wish pit Beth. Start the next game, you slut. Shut the fuck up, cunt. Come on, you slant-eyed slut. Suck my slut. Bum! Donkey Kong! I just Donkey Kong the fuck out of you, slut. Stupid fucker. Suck my slut. Suck my slut. Come on, you slut. Looks like she's hand keeps patting her on the head. On the head. Come on, you slut. I'll chase that whore to kingdom come! With pit smell. With spirit smell. spit, 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 spit. Suck my slut. Suck my slut. Uzman, 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 Uzman. Uzi. Kiss that night goodbye, slut. Don't even think about it. With to make a girl spit. With to make a girl spit. to move that rook right here. Looks like I outsmart you. It looks like I outsmarted you, slut. Yep. Stupid sucker. Kiss that rook goodbye. I just caught your rook. I fucked it. Oh! Oh! Damn, I be fucking it. Man, I with spits the girl him. With spits the girl. No. I just shit in my pants. I just shit in my pants. Suck my slut. I just shit in my pants. I just shit in my pants. Stupid! Ah! Spit. Kiss that rook goodbye, slut. Man, I'm outsmarting the fuck out of y'all guys. Y'all. Hey, you dumbass! God damn it. God damn it. God damn it. I'm about to lose my fucking whore. God damn it. 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 God fucking damn it. Let's have fun dicking up some ponies. God damn it. Jesus fucking Christ. God damn it. I just shit in my goddamn pants. Suck my dick, bitch. Suck my dick, bitch. Stupid! Cause that was stupid! Suck my dick, bitch. Suck my dick, bitch. Suck my dick, bitch. Suck my dick, bitch.
name is Jake, and this is my deconversion story. I've been an atheist for almost 3 years now. Before that, I was a Christian for the first 21 years of my life or so. And ever since I can remember, I've been involved in church, going to church, doing church-related activities. My parents raised my 2 brothers and I within the Assemblies of God, kind of Pentecostal denomination for most of our lives. We attended the same church for about a decade. We went to private Christian school pretty much exclusively through our elementary school years, and that was kind of where I really got a lot of the ideas about creationism and that kind of thing. And after elementary school, my parents pulled me out and started homeschooling us. That's kind of when I started to find out a lot more about what a lot of the more fundamentalist Christians believe and what they practice. Like, we would go to these homeschool conventions, the ones where I have 15 passenger vans full of kids, and all the denim skirts and all the combed back hair and tucked in shirts. That was kind of my homeschooling experience for a lot of my middle school and high school years. So that was interesting. But I didn't really object or anything. It was, as far as I could tell, it was just like a more proper and more correct way of practicing Christianity. So I went along with it, and I thought that was the best way to follow God. Ever since I was born, I have always been exposed to Christian ideas, Christian literature in school, Christian teaching, that kind of stuff. I didn't really realize it at the time, but a lot of kind of the structure that I had grown up in was really kind of a bubble. So I never really had a good idea of what it was like to not be a Christian, and I didn't really have a clear view of like what people outside of the church even did or were like. Because everything that I saw and what I heard was filtered through my parents and church leaders and stuff, and everything they told me about what people outside the church were like, that was pretty much what I believed. And that's kind of all my perception and expectation was of people who weren't like us for years. Growing up, I read the Bible. I read it multiple times. I think at least 3 times, cover to cover, over the course of my childhood and schooling experience. And a lot of the explanations and kind of ways that my parents and my pastors would kind of talk about certain verses, some like really problematic stuff. A lot of the ways that they describe it, I never really thought twice about it. The first time I really started asking questions and looking around was when my family had kind of a blow up with another family at our church. I kind of stepped back and I was like, this just seems like any other kind of disagreement that people have in or outside of the church. Trying to reconcile these 2 things that, there's people that don't believe and they're actually really nice, and then seeing people inside of the church, not all of them obviously, but there are still people that fight and don't get along, and it's not one big happy family that we all want it to be. But that was kind of the first time that I started asking the question, like, what makes us who we are? Is it religion? Is it something else? What is it? And it was not too long after that when my brother was diagnosed with cancer. That definitely changed my perspective for sure. I didn't really feel like I needed to explain his diagnosis. It just felt like a normal, random, unfortunate thing that happens to anyone. It didn't feel like God was testing us or anything like that. I don't know, I wasn't mad at God or anything. This kind of gave me the perspective that maybe things aren't guided. Maybe things just happen randomly. Because I saw good things and bad things happening to both good and bad people. Growing up in the church doesn't seem to make you a better person. And it also doesn't seem to have any effect on the kinds of circumstances that happen to you. Obviously, people who believe in God tend to explain and give meanings behind what happens, but if you really look at it, we all kind of go through the same stuff. As the months kept coming and going, my brother's condition started to get worse. And this was kind of where I saw, like, my family and my mom especially take a different path than I did. She started to get really involved in these pseudoscience, kind of alternative healing and medicine kind of practices. And obviously it was with good intention. She was trying to help her son. But I just saw her become more extreme with her beliefs and kind of chase anything that would give her hope. And I kind of took a different path. I started thinking a lot more about death and mortality, and I looked into Stoic philosophy and different things like that. So I was definitely more curious about these other ideas and ways that other people had kind of explained and thought about these common problems that we all go through. But I was definitely still a Christian, and I still believed. And I didn't really change much of what I believed until after my brother died in end of 2018. That's when I really started to kind of question what I thought and how I was raised. It's not because I was angry at God or anything. I think at that point the question started entering my mind. Is there really anybody to be mad at? I guess I didn't really have an answer for that. I didn't feel like I was justified in blaming something or someone for what happened to my brother. This kind of stuff happens to everyone, good and bad people, however you define it, religious, non-religious, believing in all sorts of gods. It's just, I don't know, it was just life. So it was about that time that I started to find out more about the Bible that I was raised to believe. I learned a lot about kind of the historical origins and the anonymous authors of so many of the Gospels, and even kind of the way that the books were selected to be added into the Bible. It was all just didn't seem very inspired to me after a while, and so many of these literal interpretations that I was raised with just didn't hold up anymore. As I started to learn more about science and kind of the way that we actually come to know things, I started to kind of distance myself from those kind of a little bit more fundamental and literal interpretations and parts of the Bible. But I still kind of had the idea in my mind that Jesus was a real person, and I still had the whole kind of like Christianity belief relationship kind of thing intact, until I started to kind of think more about like my faith and what that actually meant. Like the word faith, what does that even mean? It's believing in something when you don't have all the evidence for it, or you don't know for certain. There's that story about Jesus rebuking Thomas for not believing unless he had that proof of the holes in his hands. And Jesus' words are used as kind of a reinforcement of faith over evidence. And when I started to really think about faith and what it actually was, that kind of was the biggest piece for me. I realized that so many other religions believe so many different things on faith. What can you not believe on faith? Is it really a reliable path to truth if it's just a confident kind of belief or an assertion in something that you can't prove? That didn't seem logical or reasonable to me. So after looking at the evidence, I realized that I don't have a good reason for what I believe anymore, and that it was all kind of about that extra step that, yes, we don't have evidence for it, but if you require evidence to believe this, your faith is weak. Once I realized how much of my faith was based on faith, a flip switched in my brain, and I just knew that I didn't want to have to believe things on faith anymore. I wanted to be informed, and I wanted to understand what I was personally believing. that was kind of the moment when I realized that I was an atheist. It was kind of refreshing to know that I didn't have to have an answer or an explanation for everything. We're still finding things out. We don't have to assume or claim to know anything that can't be proven. It's okay to say, I don't know sometimes. And a lot of the time that's the honest thing to do. And it felt good to kind of use that title finally. Becoming an atheist and really questioning my beliefs has only made me better. And I want to continue to become better and improve myself and the world around me.
Goddamn.
I think that once you realize how much of religion is based on fear and guilt, it's impossible to go back to. I've been an atheist for almost 3 years now, and this has become kind of my passion now. I would love to talk with more people about this and kind of show people my perspective and help them kind of see the world the way I see it and the way I saw it. That's kind of why I created this channel and why I'm telling you my story. Becoming an atheist has definitely changed my life for the better, and I can't wait to see what I'll learn next.
From all across the political spectrum.
At the top of a mountain where
God damn it.
Finds its place within our lives, but then there comes a change. The sun draws closer to our eyes. We say hooray and touch the skies, but the spring turns summer's rain, but then it almost ends. Fall comes to us in its own time. It brings to us the own side, and the lovely snow soon will cover the beauty of all its colors that find to see us.
Goddamn fucking Christ.
I found someone who will never change. Today, tomorrow, still the same. For he won't ever go away.
This song makes me cry.
Find a love and marry her sweet. You sought to raise a family, had many happy days and anniversaries, but then it's gone away. A man embarks upon a career. He works and works for many years. Then he sits in silence here because it's gone away. We live a life of uncertainty, just to reach
Finders keepers, losers weepers. With spin
Control. Come across as cold, distant, or uncomfortable in relationships. Or maybe you swing to the other extreme. Total liberation, paired with the fear of losing control. Have you ever reflected on how your family handled desire? Are you aware of how deeply that still shapes you today? Another dark aspect is guilt and shame. Sometimes people think, I'm a bad person for feeling this way. I don't belong. These thoughts are common in environments with strong social taboos and strict moral codes. Just having sexual urges can feel like a moral failure, but this guilt can be soul-crushing. It wounds self-worth, damages mental health, and makes true intimacy nearly impossible. If I asked you, are you ready to confront your feelings of guilt or shame about your desires? What memories would rise to the surface? Have you explored the roots of your repressed urges, or do you keep that door tightly shut? How can such a powerful emotion as desire be turned into something constructive? Freud's concept of sublimation offers a vital key. Sublimation is the process of transforming sexual energy, libido, into socially acceptable, even celebrated forms of expression. Rather than repressing that intense desire, we give it a voice. Some people write, projecting their longing onto fictional characters. Others paint, capturing the fire of their feelings through colour and shape. Many turn to music, turning passion into melody, rhythm, and vibration. Have you ever felt a powerful longing and instead of hiding it, you created something from it? That's sublimation. It doesn't deny desire, it redirects it. It transforms the raw, chaotic energy into something meaningful. A story, a song, a breakthrough idea. Desire, when channeled, can drive not only art, but also scientific discoveries, movements, revolutions. Throughout history, many of the most brilliant artists, writers, and thinkers weren't void of longing. They were filled with it, and they used it as fuel. Sublimation helps us mature, not just emotionally, but spiritually and socially. It's the transformative side of desire. But let's be clear, sublimation isn't a magic trick. It doesn't erase the need for bodily or emotional fulfillment. And for some, creativity alone isn't enough. Still, it's better than pure repression. Because when you build something, when you express, when you share, you keep desire alive in a healthy way. So ask yourself, have you found a space where you can transform your desire? Or do you still believe that desire will only hurt you, so you keep it buried? But all of this, Freud, Jung, myth, theory, what does it mean in everyday life? Because in real life, desire doesn't wait for the right moment. It appears in subtle glances, unexpected memories, or sudden dreams. It whispers in quiet moments, or rushes in like a wave. That's why cultivating awareness is crucial. Observe the signals your body gives you. When does your heart race? What thoughts accompany a sudden surge of emotion?
I keep shitting
Where
in
do
my
you feel it?
pants.
In your chest, your breath, your stomach? Stay curious, not judgmental. Sometimes it's a scent, a sound, a scene in a film that ignites the flame. By identifying your triggers, you gain the power to manage them, not suppress, but direct them. What triggers your desire? Is it a certain type of music, a visual style, a specific kind of presence in another person. Desire, left unchecked, can override your boundaries. But setting limits, yours and others, create space for desire to become respectful, conscious, and even sacred. Writing can help too. A private journal, honest, unfiltered, can become a mirror for your unconscious. Patterns emerge, triggers become visible, emotional fluctuations begin to make sense. Therapy can also help, especially when desire feels too big, too confusing, or too painful. Sexual therapy, psychoanalysis. These aren't signs of weakness, they're acts of courage, a willingness to understand your inner world. With practice, desire stops being an enemy and starts to become a guide, a traveling companion. It can bring you inspiration, energy, and deep vitality. But if ignored, repressed, or left unregulated, it turns into a storm. Are you ready to embrace it? When understood and managed properly, desire grants you self-confidence, creativity, and life force. You may find yourself more ambitious at work, more sincere in friendships, more open in love. A person who's made peace with their body, their emotions, and their longing radiates a calm confidence, a magnetic, grounded presence. But we can't ignore the dark side. In relationships, especially monogamous ones, desire can become dangerous. Unconscious urges may lead to infidelity, jealousy, manipulation, even cruelty. And the ripple effects are real. Children, friends, colleagues, entire families can fracture over a single act of passion. The deepest cost might be your own self-respect. Have you ever witnessed that? Or felt its edge in your own life? Desire is fire. It warms. But it also burns. Even in professional settings, on film sets, for example, chemistry between people can fuel creative brilliance. But if left uncontained, it can destroy reputations and relationships alike. That's why all the personal growth we've discussed now. When you recognize your desire and learn to channel it, you don't just survive, you thrive. You bring energy, passion, and authenticity to everyone. You thrive. You bring energy, passion, and authenticity to everyone. You thrive. You bring energy, passion, and authenticity to everything you do. So ask yourself, do you want to infuse your life with vitality and meaning? Or do you still see desire as something dangerous, something best left buried? Maybe everything we've explored so far feels theoretical to you. That's okay. But maybe, just maybe, it's time to test these ideas in your own life. Let's bring this all to life with a simple story. Meet Marlin. She was raised in a home where sexuality was never spoken of. The word sex was taboo, met only with silence or shame. So Marlin grew up torn, curious about her body, yet shackled by guilt. By the time she entered her first serious relationship in college, she still couldn't speak openly about desire. Intimacy became cold, confusing. With a simple story, meet Marlin. She was raised in a home where sexuality was never spoken of.
Let me touch her head.
Meet Marlin.
Boop!
She was raised in a home where sexuality was never spoken of. The word sex was taboo, met only with silence or shame.
Suck my
So Marlin grew up torn, curious about her body, yet shackled by guilt. By the time she entered her first serious relationship in college, she still couldn't speak openly about desire. Intimacy became cold, confusing. Her partner longed for closeness, but Marlin lived in quiet fear. What if I'm misunderstood? What if I'm judged? Years passed. Marlin entered the professional world. But her repressed desire didn't vanish. It shifted. It slipped into dreams. It surged unexpectedly, like a fever. She'd wake in the middle of the night, heart pounding, only to dismiss it in the morning. And so she moved through life like a shadow, never fully present, never fully herself. Until one day, a friend said something simple. You should talk to someone. In therapy, she encountered a radical idea. Desire isn't shameful, it's natural. It just needs space to breathe, to express. Maybe you're in that same cycle. So Marlin began small. She started reconnecting with her body. Then she discovered sublimation. She picked up a paintbrush. On canvas, the colours spoke for her. The reds, the curves, the chaos. Over time, she opened up emotion. The reds, the curves, the chaos. Over time, she opened up emotionally. She learned to feel safe with touch. She set boundaries and honoured those of her partner. Eventually, she found a space where she could freely accept her desire, not in rebellion, not in guilt, but in truth. And her relationships grew deeper, more honest. Her self-respect returned. So now I ask you, are you ready to begin your own transformation? Because repressed desire doesn't disappear. It lingers. It leaks. And sometimes it explodes. Ask yourself, how has suppressed desire shaped your own story? Which transformations could set you free? Desire is part of being human. You don't need to ignore it. You don't need to let it control you. You can understand it, channel it, make peace with it. So where do you begin? Here are a few closing proposals, and one final challenge. Educate yourself. Read, research, dive into psychoanalysis, Jung's shadow, Freud's theory of repression. Knowledge is fuel for self-understanding. Accept that desire is natural, not sinful, not broken. Acceptance is the first step in dissolving shame. Talk to your partner. If you're in a relationship, don't hide from desire. Talk openly about what you want, fear and need. Closeness and honesty grow together. Seek professional help if needed. Therapy, especially sexual or psychoanalytic, can be life-changing. You don't have to go through this alone. Normalize desire. A society that cannot talk about desire breeds guilt, repression and violence. But one that understands it creates space for healing and growth. On a collective level, the repression of desire doesn't just hurt individuals. It shapes cultures, creates wars, and sparks revolutions. But it also fuels art, music, and innovation. If we can channel this energy, we can create a more alive, creative, and peaceful world. So now, let me leave you with a few final questions. Have you ever defended your own desire in public? Have you ever felt guilty for something completely natural? What are you waiting for to begin your transformation? Because when you stop blaming your wants and start understanding them, you don't just heal yourself, you lighten the collective unconscious of humanity. This process can open new doors to more passionate living, more authentic relationships, and a deeper sense of self. Final hook. After watching this video, will you dare to look into your inner world? Or will you shut the door again and return to the numb comfort of habit? Today, we travel through desire's shadow, guided by Freud, by Jung, by myth and memory. We've moved from theory to story, from ideas to actions, but now it's your turn. Where does your story begin? Our only goal has been to move you from a passive viewer to an active explorer of your own psyche. If this journey stirred something in you, share your thoughts in the comments, answer the questions, start a dialogue. You might be taking the first step toward a pivotal turning point. If you enjoyed this journey, support us by liking, subscribing and turning on notifications. It helps us keep producing content that dares to dig deeper. And remember, desire is a fire. You can fear it, or you can learn to guide it. It's not your enemy. It might just be your greatest guide. Think about it. Reflect. Question. Transform. We'll see you in the next video. Until then, listen closely for the next whisper of desire.
make a girl spit. Hey, Dad. Hey, Dad. You be going to church? You be going to church Saturday? You drop off somewhere? Really? I don't want to go more friends. Let me know when you decide. I'll be my reclaimed chest. Finders keep. No. Why do I keep shitting my pants? God damn this fucking shit. That's God fucking game. Win, lose, draw, glitch, abandon, abort. Now fuck, I'm gonna overlook this right here. I'll take that damn bishop to the fucking cleaners. God damn it. What the fuck is happening? The fucking bitch. God fuck it. Fucking bitch. Come on, you fucking bitch. God damn it. What the fuck is happening? God fucking damn it. So, God fucking damn it. God fuck it. Come on, you slut. Suck my dick, bitch. Suck my dick, bitch. Suck my dick, bitch. Now fuck up and move this pawn down here. Dumbass. This is it. Now I got a whole set of yours. All you got is that my two biscuits. Here, and then here, and then now get your other rook. Oh, you want to be a poor sport? Well, put your black ass for Stalin, even if you are white, and I'm not talking Joseph Stalin either, slut. Oh, you want to be a poor sport, bitch? Oh, you poor sport, bitch. She's cute. Boop. I touched her. Hey it. I touched her. Hey it.